only got a stream in a week or so, maybe 2 weeks. But we're back, and we have got ourselves a base game with no landscapes. I have that randomized, but yep, we got a game going. I don't really recognize most of these players. Might have played them like once or twice before, but not too often. They look like a decent mix. These two players, maybe a little less experienced. This guy, pretty good. We've got nomads picked into the first seed of the game with double big buildings, but no big building past tile early in the game, so that's always interesting. This kind of makes me suspicious that something like cultists and like opening a temple in round one, and then either double temple or like a second temple in round two might be good. It's got dual dwellings late along with this TP's event late. Up and out is clearly what this track is telling you to do, though this clearly says build wide. It has the dwellings event, the TP's event, and a shipping and like temp ship. So this is like, the past tiles say if you play mermaids, temp ship, build TPs in the middle rounds, then you might be able to score well here, whereas this track here says something more like chaos magicians, build up a lot, try to get like water 1 early, and then later on you can try to grab your hexes. Obviously I wouldn't try that. I don't think that would be that successful for chaos magicians, given that nomads have already been placed into the game. Swarmlings, as we were saying, really fit the track really well. This is kind of like, other factions are going to be able to make use of these late events well, but Swarmlings are going to score as well as anyone else in like these early rounds. Normally you would, I actually think that you might have a tough time as Swarmlings being able to get out your big building in round 2. Obviously you're going to sprawl in the round 1, but you did a ton of workers to make this happen, and I don't think you're going to be sending priests to the cult for this. And the big building tile itself isn't in the game. That's going to make it really tough for Swarms to get this, as well as like a dig and stuff. The round 1 pass tiles are about as bad as they get for most factions here. Cultists in the 3rd seat. Oh man, that's hideous. Well, I think the green and gray are the good colors here. Witches could go like Stronghold round 1. Look for a... Yeah, witches could do something nice here. They could go like Stronghold round 1, get an air worker later, and then build their temple here, and then maybe get shipping going for these guys here. Engineers should just be pretty solid. The early track does them nothing. They're not going to build any of their big buildings early, but going for a 3rd temple here is reasonable. They can always build up and out late, so I like engineers. They're also going to get their favorite tile, which is this worker power tile, and they might not get double dig out of it, but they should still get that, so that's quite good for them. I did mention that cultists are good because even building up, they should be able to get rewards pretty effectively. The question is, we should figure out starting spots. So what's going on here? I think that the bidding should probably be on NGs early. Swarmlings cultists are going to take this priest, so Swarmlings are going to take this guy here, I think, which means nomads could get temp ship, which isn't bad. They can expand pretty well. This game is going to be heavily, I think that the best faction in this game will be heavily influenced by, let's see, what am I trying to say here? If Swarmlings start on D2, which they absolutely do not have to, then Swarmlings and nomads, nomads could do really well. I guess Swarmlings could take away this E2 hex, but because there's no, event in the game, that's a little less likely to happen. As Swarmlings, I might be trying to target this G5 hex taken away from cultists early. Swarmlings play before cultists, so that's always pretty awkward for them. I like NGs here. And I don't think that they're this much better than Swarmlings, cultists, and nomads, but I'm just going to speed up the game a little bit. I actually don't know who the I mean, I think that nomads are probably the 40, but I don't know if they're the 40 by this much. They can actually nomads probably open stronghold, right? I think nomads, maybe my goal as nomads is to open the stronghold, take the workers action, start on temp ship, and then maybe sandstorm G2, and then get to I7 in round 1. And then round 2, you can take this and go for a coin town fairly early or something. The pass tiles aren't great for swarmlings, but let's see if we can get any action here. One annoying thing that you can do as swarmlings is to take the temp ship and then open double dig to take it away from engineers, but I'm not convinced that that's like a great move. I think I still like Engis a fair amount. Again, I really think that your success this game as nomads, if swarmlings are on D2, then you're going to have a very, very happy game. This player just bid down cultists 8 points. Love that. Okay, we're engineers. We have a reasonable player on nomads. Nomads, like, you gotta wonder where you're placing your digs as Engis here. Are they going double center? Are they going over here? I was wondering if we've played before. BGA is not being fast for me. Yesterday I got into a game, an arena game, but I had to abandon it because it tanked my laptop so bad. I didn't even try streaming it. I hadn't even got my stream going, and it tanked my laptop yesterday, so I gave up on playing game yesterday. Got my normal real-time game settings on. Swarmlings player is having some connection issues. Nomads do start center first. Makes sense. Swarmlings start in A4. Okay, so they're playing really weird. But that's actually really good for nomads, because then they can start A5. That's actually completely fine for nomads. This is also good news for cultists who can, like, this Swarmlings player is certainly not placing G6 and, like, blocking off this here, but I will place here, and maybe Swarmlings, I can tempt them into playing G6 and taking away G5 from cultists. It's just so good for cultists if they can get this hex. I mean, we could see D5 Swarmlings, which is typically pretty annoying, but it's not the end of the world. The Swarmlings player at least should open, like, I'm wondering if I got Earth 1 blocked here. This Swarmlings player, oh man, this is bad. This is not good for Swarmlings. It is very good for nomads. Yeah, I mean, I guess the mistake I arguably made was bidding on engineers, not realizing that Swarmlings might do something weird. Like, there's no world where Swarmlings should be starting E4 instead of D2. Swarmlings can't town like mermaids across the river, so, like, there's no real efficient digging spots here. They might even come after my C2 hex up here. But I was bidding thinking that it was, like, very likely that Swarmlings would take away G5. And obviously cultists getting 2 digs for 1 hex and an incredibly efficient town space is really, really good news for cultists. So we have played against this player a few times before. That's cool. It's been a while. What's going on over here? So swarmlings took 10th ship, which is not encouraging. This could mean that they're going to take double dig, though realistically they only need C1. Yeah, nomads did take what I thought that they would take, which is they started A5, which I totally would have done. They are upgrading for very efficient. I need to target C2 because nomads can sandstorm this away. They're likely opening with their big building. Like, I would guess nomads are favored in this game. Swarmlings are definitely last. I don't really see. Yeah, okay, so they take double dig, which is really annoying. They are taking away cultist town, so I no longer should have to worry about D4 at least. But I could get spade blocked. Cultist, if I were cultist, I'd be digging G5 here. Yeah, like this is like not bad in theory for blue. The only problem is that swarmlings, like you don't usually see this type of move simply because it's just not very efficient for most factions to do something like that. All right, I got to dig here. I think that D4 is probably safe. My concern is that C2 is not safe. So, no, okay, cultists are undoing. They're gonna take the single dig. This is fucking annoying, but whatever. It's absolutely tanking me here. Yeah, they're gonna grab single dig because, of course, they are. All right, I am going to upgrade here. Now that the spades are gone, there's no pressure to do anything other than just upgrade. If I buy the priest, cultists will definitely send their priest off. I mean, I know what's going to happen with nomads. Nomads are going to use their power for workers. So I played this player once, but it was a very long time ago. Like a very long time ago. And yeah, this is the first time I played this other player. Okay. Yep, so nomads do buy the workers, so all the power actions are left for me. I should be getting nice leech from cultists here. We are going to open double temple, like, for sure here. Cultist upgrade in the center, which I really don't like. I think that that's very clearly the wrong spot for cultists to be upgrading. They are going to give me less leech because of this. I guess I can upgrade E7 next. Is there any way that I lose Earth 1? I mean, Swarmlings technically can take Earth 1 here. And that would really, really suck for my game because I got spade blocked in round 1. I would say I probably just secure Earth 1 here. I probably just... Oh, wait, no. Swarmlings don't have a TP yet. Yeah, okay. We'll just do this. So Swarmlings have put themselves in a spot where they can either lose D2 or they can fail to build their stronghold. I would assume that you have to secure D2 now that you've done this game plan, but this all feels very bad to me, unfortunately. Yeah, swarmlings do secure this spot, which means that they're not going to be able to afford their stronghold in round one. So they've like completely tanked their game. I think that they've kind of tanked my game. And they've really helped out both cultists and nomads. Like, nomads' biggest issue is going to be looking for a third town spot, but now they have no issues with that. They're also going to take C2 away from me, so I'm going to lose A2. Like, I think, yeah, I would say I could be as bad as third here. Don't like that. All right, so we would ideally like to get a priest and a coins action here. The coins are more important because we're always opening with double temple. We'll just grab this guy. No one's ever going to take Earth 2 away from us. We're always making this as well since we lost workers too. Yeah, so I mean it's like open season on my hexes because of fucking course it is. Swarmlings, why you do this? Yeah, this game, like I guess I could have seen getting spade block coming, but this kind of just sucks. It's not going to go well for me here. We're going to buy the coins next, then we'll buy the priest. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Please just make a move. Heroic Logic, how are you? Hope all is well. We are getting blown out of the water here. This game plan if you like you would be shocked to find out what faction this is playing blue here. Yes, this is Swarmlings playing this game and allowing nomads to do this. Like it's just fucking obscene. Swarmlings gave up the ability to take their stronghold in round one so that they could open like this. So there's always that. Root Winter Tournament, that's cool. 3 games, wow. Yeah, I mean we're dead here. This is bad. I mean, I guess it wasn't like impossible to see getting spade block coming, but getting spade block and losing this hex is pretty bad. It's like, I mean, I guess like I can't really complain about being targeted because I'm the best player at the table, but it is like, I don't think that I could have seen this coming. Cultists are probably going to buy the priest here. I guess they don't. If I temple here, cultists still probably want to build at H7. If they don't, then I get to pass and I get to take double dig. So I think the right move is to actually temple for Earth 2 first. And then see if I can pass on to this, if I can pass on to this thing, that would be cool. I mean, cultists could definitely be tempted into buying that priest. Okay, nomads will take temp ship. Can nomads get double dig? Nomads are 1 power short of being able to double dig, but I guess swarmlings will probably stronghold and then give them double dig. Fuck. Yeah. Maybe we should have passed up those coins so that we could pass first. But god, that feels so crappy too. They do buy the priest, which I don't think is good. Well, no, I was going to do that, so I should have taken the priest. And now I'm not going to get double dig either. Fuck it. Yeah. I think we're dead. We are going to get 1 spade next round, so if nomads don't take b2, then I'll spade d4. Otherwise, I'm just going to spade e9. I think I'll take this thing. The worker is probably the most useful thing for me here. I don't think I'm going to get first priest to heir. Cultists are probably taking first priest to heir right now. So the worker could be useful for me. This does let me build 3 stuff in the next round. If I get double dig. And if not, then I can build like e9, c5, and a TP on e9, so I get tempo on water 1 as well. Oh, they put priest to earth. That probably makes priest to, like, that makes this tile better, because then I can priest to air next round, but I didn't do it, so oh well. Yeah, swarmlings don't even have the power to get the power action, so they are going to stronghold, and then nomads are just going to get double dig, and it's actually not great for them to double dig because they have no coins, but I have to assume that they're going to. In which case, I need to secure the single dig, so I'll take this hex if I feel like... Oh, nomads are going to build e8 this round as well. Yeah, I'm not even getting a town over here because nomads are crunching all my space. Wow, my laptop is really, really tanking. I don't know what's wrong with board. Oh my god, they're fucking undoing again? Are you shitting me? Cultists are likely to sanctuary here, I think. I mean, nomads should take the coins, right? Maybe they'll take the coins. Instead of double digging. Like, what they need. Okay, so the game is a lot better now that I am getting some hexes. That's good news, at least. There's a small question of what I should do about c2. Like, I can send my priest to air for cult rewards. I can advance my shipping, so I could get to c5. There's not a lot of incentive in sending a priest to a cult at this moment, because like this 3 spot on water is like whatever, I think. Alright, so nomads will build e8, but that's actually just good news for me. That's just purely leech at this point. I'm not on temp ship, and I likely won't get onto temp ship. What I could do is I could build e9, advanced ship, build c2. Maybe we should see if nomads threaten c2. So I could also build e9, bridge to c2. I could spend power on a bridge. That might not be the worst thing. Get some leech from nomads, that's cool. I could also take a dig. There's a single dig out here. That might not be so bad. Maybe I could single dig D7 and then build C5. That doesn't seem like a great use of my power, though. Maybe I might be able to get double dig again next round. That might be better. Let's see. Yeah, this worker is not doing me that much right now. I think advancing ship and building C2 is the best thing I can do here. I'm going to assert that. By the way, nomads built this hex without templing first, so they're not really rushing Earth 1, which is a little surprising. Swarmlings could just pass and get double dig now. I think that that's a perfectly fine move. One other kind of silly thing I could do, wow, cultists didn't even build H7 last round. What the fuck? Got a worker left over. And it doesn't really matter, they just have so many resources, but like they passed last anyway, why didn't they just build H7? They surely had the stuff left, so whatever. Yep, swarmlings do pass. That tile is pretty good. We could go for it, but swarmlings might take the priest here. I think advanced ship build C2 is like a pretty good sequence for us here. It doesn't benefit us economically, but it gets us on good hexes. The other thing that we could do is we could bridge C2 and then make a TP. The TP is worth 2 points, and then that involves converting priest to a worker. Nomads are taking this hex. I appreciate this leech. Well, nomads, buddy, you came after my hexes earlier, so I think I'm going to respond by taking this. Right? Or do I try to get double dig next round? I probably don't get double dig next round, right? Probably what happens is, yeah, I probably don't get double dig next round. Likely swarmlings will take that. So if I single dig C3 here, do I then advance my ship and take C2? Do I just let nomads have this shit here? I don't think I should. Why give them another easy town? Let's do this. This seems interesting. Oh, nomads did this so they could get to B4. That's cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I was talking about advancing ship and stuff before, but I think what I should do is I should just put this TP up here. Okay, so this is worth 2 points and 2 coins. I'll be able to have tempo on water 1 next round, and this is good for my economy. This is also good for my economy. And now, I don't know, I think I'm still probably third here. Cultists are winning every single cult, and they have lots of cult economy as well. Are they really taking water 1 though? Nomads probably build a TP here, and then that means that next round I have to wonder about taking the coins action versus securing water 1. I think that there's no question that I would prefer water 1 next round over coins action. Round 6 TPs, plus I'm engineer, so I'm going to have lots of coins. The bigger question is, am I going to get G3 to make my town? I think the answer is yes. I think I will be able to get G3, but I will need coins in the long term to advance my shipping. I would love to get on Nomad's temp ship tile, but they're probably making a TP here first. Again, I have been assuming that Nomads or that Swarmlings are taking double dig next round. Maybe I could. Oh, I'm not even in position to take double dig next round anymore. Yeah. Game has gotten a little coin tight. Oh, there's no pressure on water one. Cool. Cultist took fire one. Nomads upgrade away from me. Of course they do. Let's see, what do we want here? We would have liked temp ship most, but we don't get that, so of course that's out. I think next round we don't want to send priest to cult. We probably want to. Oh, we don't want to advance ship next round. We want to send priest to cult because we get a cult reward next round for it, right? Or should we just advance ship next round and build our economy? We now have time to take a coins action at the beginning of next round, so that's nice. So I'm gonna have 3 workers. So what we could do is we could take coins, temple for water 1, advance ship C2, C5. I think that seems like a pretty reasonable plan. If Nomads takes C2, then that's life. And I think that means we want to take this guy here. This also leaves us a little more open to taking Leech if cultists decide to like upgrade this for tempo on water 1. It does look like cultists are now winning. Nomads and Swarmlings, neither of them having a temple at this point, probably means that cultists are winning. Nomads look like they're angling to double dig to get B2. So that means that C2 might indeed still be dead. Cultists have a little bit of trouble making a second town right now. They might target D7, which would be a bummer. Yeah, cultists are going to get themselves tempo on water 1, so I need to be a little cautious there. I would like to never have to build a big building, so C2 is very attractive to me in that sense. Maybe I can get away with a bridge to C2 and single dig D7, and then I don't have to advance my shipping. That might be a good outcome. I'm playing ahead of Nomad, so I do need to temple first to secure water 1, and then we'll see what's left over. Bridge, I think, might be left over if Nomads rush water 1. Swarmlings should take, they might take the coins here. I mean, there's no way they're losing both Earth 1 and Water 1, right? That's the thing. They should always get either Earth 1 or Water 1 here. I think that they're pondering this very fact right now. And they're taking a long-ass time to do it. They are going to rush for Earth 1 or Water 1. They have the economy to take the other one as well, so they take Earth 1, okay. I do think I should secure Water 1 here. Unfortunately, I'm going to lose the coins because of it. But that still leaves me enough to both bridge and single dig. Grab this. Now Nomads could find themselves locked out of both scoring favors. But they didn't take double dig, so that's good news for me. It does mean that I should be able to get to both C2 and C5 here. And I can do it via ship advance or via bridge. I think bridge is probably preferable because I want to bridge anyway. So then I can bridge, dig, and send priests to probably either water or earth. Those are my better cults. And they give me a little bit of power. I would love to see Sanctuary for Water 1 here for Swarmlings. It's not good, but it would be so nice to see. Nope. Okay. So nomads are going to get Water 1. If that's the case, maybe I could have gotten away with coins, but whatever. No one has shipping, so this is safe. I wonder if this is, like, there's not a lot of spades in this game. The spade tile isn't in, there's no cult spades to speak of, so I don't know about going for a town here, but if I can manage 4 more spades this game, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, then I could make a 3-town game. The alternative is that I just, instead of going for 3 digs for this 1 hex, oh no, I need G3 as well, right? So that'd be a 5 more spade game. Alternatively, I could just go for a 3 more spades game where I go D7, G3, I6, and then I just play network more heavily, because I6 is 1 dig for 3 hexes, ideally. Or, I mean, theoretically, like, G2 could even be that, but I think nomads should beat me there. Yeah, nomads getting that scoring favor is a bummer. I was hoping that they wouldn't. Leech doesn't really do cultists much anymore. This is like victory points for them, but it's no longer giving them any cult rewards. These cult rewards are not that good. They're already on step 8 of fire, and like this priest reward isn't that good for cultists. They're already in danger of overproducing once they send this priest off. Actually, maybe we should take a ship town here. What do we think? Like, we do want a TP at some point, but maybe it's better to not do the TP when we're sitting on this tile. We're in a coin-tight situation. Nomads are in a beautiful situation. I think we should try to secure a spade here. Getting D7 would be very good for us. Yeah, I think our next move is we spade D7. Then we grab C2. Like, cultists are on this shipping tile. I don't want them to get ideas about shipping up to take D7 away from me. They don't have cult spades this game, which is nice, but there's always small dangers like that. Cultists have chosen to like kind of annihilate their own economy, and they don't have spades. Like they have the same spade issue that I do this game, which is good. All right, I didn't want nomads to take single dig on G2. That would have been not great for me. So. I mean, we're not exactly happy, but we probably can't really complain given where we could have been at this point. And we're in like serious danger of being. Yeah, nomads are going to set themselves up for this bridge town, which is good. They're going to get 3 clean, easy towns. They have a nice victory point lead, And they had the best economy in this game so far, so I really like Nomad's game right now. Wow, cultists are giving me this. Okay, so they're setting themselves up for the 2-key town. Fair enough. Do I take this leech? I think I do. Cultists are only getting 1 town this game, so I should be able to close one of them on them. They're also not going to pass for anything, which is good. They are going to undo this fucking move. God, for fuck's sake, cultists, please. Please just don't tank my shit like this. They're going to pass for the worker, which is good, and it also gives points. I think that's good. It's probably the right move. Swarmlings took their free action. They're going to temple here for air 1, maybe. What's my plan for connection? G3 is my plan for connection. Nomads can't sandstorm across the river, and they shouldn't be interested in this hex. I don't think cultists are interested in this hex either. So G3 is my plan for connection. It also comes with 2 free grays down here. My other long-term plans include I6 to G1 to F1. And then grabbing A2 when I get a chance. Though I suspect that Swarmlings might beat me to A2 because they played a really sad game and they should have really gone for this, but they didn't. We're going to secure this hex. We can now choose between this temp ship tile and the ship VP tile, which is quite interesting. I think that I have enough places to go. I got offered a giant leech here from Nomads. I'd have to decline this guy. This might be a little too much. Now, you know what? We're playing Terra Mystica, so usually when you're playing Terra Mystica, the right thing to do is to take leech, especially for engineers. I'm going to send Priest to water. This builds my economy. It gets me a chance at this thing. Swarmlings take a coin tile, which is a little bizarre. Oh, Swarmlings grabs double dig instead of cultists. This cultist player has really, really annoyed me. Okay. All right. So again, we're stuck between 2 ship tiles. I think if we pass on a temp ship, then our first action could be to take a ship town. They already use their sandblast. Yeah, I could take a ship town with my first action on temp ship. That would force Nomads to secure G2 with their first action. But if they don't, then I could grab G2 and then I'm off to the races over here. So in that sense, I really like the idea of taking... Oh, I'm not getting double dig, am I? I'm not getting double dig this round. So probably G3 is better. G3 and then these guys is probably the best plan there. But that, like, basically my dreams probably involve getting to 2 shipping here. Yeah, this guy's better for me, economically speaking. Here comes G6. They wanted to last round. Not even a 2-for-1. I'm not going to take that. I am going to grab G3. I'm on temp ship, so it's important for me to be able to use my temp ship. So I am going to take G3 here, I think. Yeah. This is the one that, like, D6 is possibly annoying to nomads, but it's not, like, that annoying to them. So I think G3 is the way to go here. That means that nomads would get another coins action. But that's okay. If I were on ship BP, then I would want coins, but I'm not. Because I'm a chump. Nomads do secure G2, so that makes me feel a little better. They took a single spade, or they worker dug, so they still have their sandblast available to them. I hope that doesn't mean that they're going to take away I6. They could definitely take away I6. My dream was to take either I6 or I5 and then get 3 spades for 1 hex. But if I don't manage to get that, then I probably am going for this third town instead. I need some ways to make points. So I think that that's probably the plan. Cultists get a 2-key town. They have way more priests than they can take. We're going to send priests to water here if we can. Because we could definitely use more priests. Swarmlings might want an 8-pointer. They just secure a hex first. That's reasonable. Oh, nomads still haven't taken the coins. I should take the coins here. But nah, we're just going to take the spot. We're probably going to see nomads take the coins. That means that they will get I6. That's annoying. Arguably, I should have come after I6. I mean, I couldn't have really come after I6, right? Like, the question is, like, did I want to burn power to take the coins? I just didn't want to burn all that power to take those coins. Because right now I'm on temp ship, which actually saves me coins. Cultists are finally advancing their shipping. We're going to advance our shipping via D4, and then we're going to take H6. That'll get us up to C5 as well. Oh, Cultists going to get up to 3 shipping and come up to A7 and B2 and stuff here. That's pretty nice for them. Never a bad thing to have 3 shipping as brown. This game does not feel fast. I think we might see nomads put a priest to a cult with their next action so that they can secure a bridge. I think that they really want this bridge. Swarmlings should just take an 8-pointer here. I don't really see much else from them. Maybe they could go for a ship town or something. They do take the ship town. I want the other ship town quite a lot. So we will take that. Ghostly, what is good? How are you? This game is not going well at all. Nomads Sandblast A6 because they're looking for towns. I guess I could have blocked their town here. I was not going to do that. Like, everyone fighting for the double spade has been pretty annoying for me. Oh, I see. They might be worried about cultists coming after A7, so I don't know. It would be nice for me if cultists took away A7 and B2 this round, which it looks like they can, right? They just advance ship one more time and then build 2 dwellings. Used to play NGs all the time, haven't played them in ages. Well, you've been playing on weird maps with weird settings and stuff, right? So that kind of makes sense. Engineers are by far strongest on the base map. I mean, I guess Fjords is pretty good for them as well, but like, I think NGs on base map is kind of like a classic combo. Okay, nomads have passed. They're going to go shipping next round. They're also going to open with a coins action, which is absurd. Does our next dwelling produce income? Our next dwelling does produce income, so we are going to build this next dwelling. And then we will consider passing. Nope, cultists just pass. Okay. Fine. In that case, we're definitely going to build as well as advance our shipping, I think. You play whatever the arena gods feed you. Yep. I gave up on the arena gods quite a while ago because I just don't enjoy the random score. I don't enjoy like the landscape scoring, and I don't enjoy the random maps. So, like, I play like a reasonable amount of Terra Mystica, but like it still feels like a waste of time. Like I don't want to be wasting my time playing like any settings that I don't like. So. We can't really do anything about this hex here. I mean, we could buy workers and hard dig I6, but that doesn't seem very efficient. Well, are we getting spades next round? Cultists are taking a spade action. I'm going to get single spade next round. So I think that my best move here is to build C5 and then just advance my shipping. That produces a worker. Oh, no, that didn't even produce worker income. Let's undo that. That didn't produce any economy for us, so we should just advance our shipping right now, and then we can pass on to this guy if the swarmlings allow us to, which they might. I mean, they're... I'm so annoyed, by the way, that cultists did what they did. Like, they could have had both of these hexes. They could have destroyed nomads, but they didn't. They're gonna like, these are the best hexes available to them. They're gonna go for double dig and take these. Like, it is really annoying that they're competing for what's good for me versus like what's bad for me versus competing with what's bad for nomads. Like, they're color neighbors with nomads. That's what they should be doing. Arguably, a coin town was better than this ship town that I took, but whatever. I guess if I do want a hex, then it should be this A2 hex. That slightly punishes swarmlings for taking my stuff. But I think that what's actually going to happen is swarmlings are going to try for this bridge town on G1. And like everyone is just going to go after grays instead of the hexes that they should be going after. Like why the fuck are swarmlings going after G1? Like it's only because they fucked their own game that they're doing this, and it really sucks for me that this is happening. Yeah, I mean, I have nothing going on for my game other than just like trying to take what few grays are going to remain. But like right now, one of the reasons that I'm feeling so pessimistic is that I'm almost certain that swarmlings are going to try to make a bridge town with these 3 hexes. And I keep taking long rounds, so I'm not getting the double digs that I want either. I'm going to pass on to this coins tile. All right, so my mission this round is to have as long a round as I can. So nomads should take the coins here. No, they take a double dig action. Okay, they're going to go for 4 towns. Well, I guess they could go for 4 towns. Who's to stop them? Cultists did want a spade. Maybe they'll go for coins. Yep, they could go for coins. I mean, cultists could have had B2 and A7. Like, that's like malpractice not to take those two. Because that is, those were 2 workers as well as 4 points each. So that was 8 points and 2 workers that they gave up for this tile. It's like, I think that's really poor. And yeah, like, swarmlings taking this is also obviously really bad. I mean, it's like they're forced to do it because they fucked their own game, but like, it's really unfortunate for me that I'm suffering because they fucked their own game. I'm out of grays, by the way. Like, there's no more grays I can reach via shipping because swarmlings did this. All that I have left to me is digging, but like everyone keeps taking all the spade actions, so it's just what the game is. I want to build 4 more hexes, but I only have like the best hexes that I can go for are these now, right? Like I need 3 digs to build 3 hexes anywhere, so they might as well be down in the south now. Now are people still going to be fighting for double digs next round? Like, I want to pass second here, so it is possible that people are going to be like passing. Whoever passes first could still take double dig. Like, I don't think these guys should be taking double dig, but that hasn't stopped them so far. Nomads are going to win network as well, so yeah, we're really bummed. Yeah, they're going to have 4 towns and win network, and they already have a point sleep with 0 towns made. That's pretty sick. Yeah, this is a frustrating game. We got locked out of pass tiles. With cultists especially playing to their own detriment, like they really, really should have taken pass tile. Like, whatever. What the fuck? We probably have to eat the loss there. We can probably go here. Do we have the economy to go for like air 1? Yeah, would it make any sense for us to go for like air 1 here? It might not be bad, right? Like, we don't have a lot of spots to make TPs because we don't have great neighbors. It doesn't hurt our economy to go for air 1. Hurts our coin needs a little bit, but yeah, so this is like a 3rd or 4th here. And, God, if nomads let cultists have this town here. Yep, so nomads and swarmlings fight over the fire cult, which leaves me earth. we'll bump up the air cults. Cultists don't have the second key, so I could go after either of these cults. Like, if I Sanctuary Fire 2 or Water 2 or something, and then bump here, take an 8-pointer to close these two cults, that's at least one source of points. I should be second in network after nomads. So that's all pretty acceptable. Now I'm talking myself into this Sanctuary Air 1 plan. Again, cultists have no keys, so I'm just going to let this happen. I don't think that they're going to have the economy to go for this town. They need 3 more digs, and none of them are coming from here, so even if they take the double dig action, they won't have enough for the single dig afterward. We used our cult bump, so we can go for Sanctuary Water 2 next. Oh, is Water 2 really better than Air 1? Air 1 is 6 points. We can always go for Air 1 next round, right? Water 2, I think, is better off this round. Swarmlings have yet to use their bump action. Cultists might pass here and go for double dig. How excited am I for this town? Maybe not. Yeah, I don't think there's any way I'm ever beating nomads here. They have way too much stuff to ship to. They've advanced their shipping now. Nomads are going to keep blocking their town spots, fair enough. They will go for a 4 town, like 4 towns is almost guaranteed for them unless they get bridge blocked, which I could do. That might be fun. But I don't really see a point in that when I'm still fighting cultists. Cultists bought workers. Buying the workers might be able to help them make this last town. Well, all the more reason to be faster moving on getting my Water 2 ship out there. Let's put this bump on water track. I guess Swarmling's best move next round is to double dig H3 with their first action. Oh, it's nomads are passing first. So I'm getting last dibs on passing. Well, Swarmlings have to use their cult bomb. They have to do their TP action, so at least I could block swarmlings. But do I care about blocking swarmlings? We're probably beating swarmlings no matter what. So we should figure out if we actually want to play. I mean, we're not getting the double spade anyway, right? Like, God, this is just worked out so poorly for us. Like, all our opponents have gotten everything that they've wanted. Can we let Swarmlings have this? Are we beating Swarmlings on network? It's actually pretty close. They're getting spades next round. They're not getting spades at least, but they will get to ship. Everything is so bad. All right, we might not have all the dwellings on the board. We do want, I think we want this thing from Swarmlings. So I think what we do here is we use our priests and we make a temple we make this TP, take an 8-point town, and then we temple for Air 1, and we also close out the water cult with our first action next round. We should have the stuff to close out Earth in the final round. So that's the plan. And if I get fourth, I get fourth. It's like, that seems pretty plausible anyway. We should keep in mind that we want to ship advance as well, or we could just hard dig D2. I think that by doing what we've done, we've probably given up on the idea that we're going to make a third town down here. So maybe hard digging D6 is okay. And then we connect on slightly less shipping. We get another hex that we stay maybe ahead of cultists and swarmlings in the network race. Wow, we can't even take a double spade here. So sad. I'll take the coins if they're left to us. I don't really see any reason why swarmlings or cultists wouldn't take the coins. I mean, cultists still want a double spade. They take the coins. That's too bad. That is better for them. They're going to give up on making another town, which makes lots of sense. I think that we are just going to take D6 then. Swarmlings, I would just take H3 here, Virus Swarmlings. What is going on here? Why is this player taking this long? Okay, they're going to make a sanctuary. Fair will it be? Like, the best one definitely seems like Air 3 to me. Or, sorry. The best one seems like Air 1 to me, but they take Fire 2, which is terrible. Fire 2 is terrible, but they're allowed to do that. Did they do the point town, which I think is the right move. Nomads aren't taking the text yet. Let's see if we can close this cult by just using priests first. That would be ideal. Cultists aren't going to send a priest because they can't close the cult. The question is, are nomads and swarmlings going to send their priests? Nomads go for Sanctuary Fire 2 first. We take a coin town, makes sense. They still do not have a dwelling to build, so... Well, they're going to go TP temple, TP dwelling. So I have a relatively large amount of stuff to do. One of those is going to be taking a single spade, I assume. So what can we do here? We can only build 3 TPs, right? There's no way we're getting out of stronghold, so... Oh, I see. Swarmlings thought that they could make another town, but they really obviously cannot. So, bruh, come on, do some math. Okay, I mean, in that case, like, our priest might just be better off used for shipping anyway. Like, we don't need this D2 hex in that case. So Swarmlings have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stuff left on their board. Assuming that their last priest is used, that their last stuff is used for shipping. Still do this anything? I don't think this still does anything anymore. Is there any world where we go TP, stronghold, TP? Almost certainly not, right? We're going to decline that. If we're already second on network, that's plenty. Yeah, cultists are... Well, can cultists connect? If they go advance, dig, advance ship, and then build 2 dwellings, then they could get up to... They could get down to 6 structures. Take this. Oh, wait, they've already advanced their digs and they have this many resources? So they are getting a 3rd town then. Okay, well. Okay, fine. So we do need to worry about network. Alright, fine. So then we take D6 now. We may as well take it with this dig then. A cultist would like to make this town by building. No, it's a TP round, so they want to build up as well. All right, let's just get rid of our shipping needs. Oh wait, no, we need 3 ship anyway. Okay. I didn't realize that we needed 3 ship anyway. So the extra hex that we want, let's make it I6. Let's make I6 our extra hex. We do want 2-for-1s. And yeah, I6 is the extra. Okay, so this town has never happened with cultists having this. So yeah, let's secure I6 with this, just a dig action. And then we'll build some TPs. Yeah, because we do want to advance our shipping. Shit. Okay, we need a 2-for-1, but it does look like cultists will give us enough leech for free. Oh, we also have a water tube bump, which should be enough, I think. We think. I don't think I can contest air. If I buy a priest, will I still have the coins? If I buy a priest, I need 1, 2, 3, 4 for the ship advance, plus I need 10 coins right now. Once I come up here, I will have 11 coins. Buying the priest takes me down to 8. Sending it here brings me up to 9. So I need a 2-for-1 if I buy the priest here. I don't think I should take that risk yet. Also, swarmlings really need to advance their ships so that they beat cultists on network, or at least make it hard on cultists in terms of network. If swarmlings were to send their next priest to air anyway, then it wouldn't matter, right? So I can always figure that part out later. Ghost, do you think swarmlings declined the leech that they need for the 3rd town? How much leech was it? Like, they need a lot of workers for this, right? I don't think they didn't advance their digs, to be clear. The swarmlings player did not advance their digs. Yellow is saying that, or cultists are saying that nomads' luck has been really good this game, and I totally agree. Like, I should have been all up in here, like, blowing up their business over here. That was the only reason that they took it 5-for-4. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, but the other thing I have to remember is that swarmlings are, like, swarmlings started A4, E4 this game. Attributing any sort of reason to them is wrong this game, so. Yeah, this is a. And of course, all the high VP towns are still left for nomads to take 2 of them with their final actions. Okay, so swarmlings have made it attractive for me to buy the last priest if I can. Cultists are talking about someone having to use 3 workers to dig, maybe me. Alright, so we always need to close this water cult, so. Anyway, that goes to, you're correct that like swarmlings should be looking for that 3rd town, but they did what they did, so. That's been what they've been doing all game, just doing what they do. All right, can we now take the priest? I think we can now take the priest and then send it to air, because we want to build 2 TPs, so that's 4 plus 4 for, we want 4 coins from here plus 4 coins here. We have 10 right now, so if we buy the priest, we'll still have 7. The priest to air should give us the rest. And if we can't stick the priest to air, like if both of those priest spots disappear, which they shouldn't, then we just, yeah, that won't happen. Anyway, here's an 11 pointer for nomads or a priest town, whatever. They advance their shipping, then they have a resource point left over. It's honestly not clear to me if they're beating cultists. Cultists get a 9 pointer as well. I'll continue to take their leech because I have nowhere to go anymore. Cultist last move will be to advance ship, and then they have maybe a resource point or 2 left over. To the workers town. Are they going to compete for network or something? If they advance their shipping, then they can't build this and this anymore. Something seems up there, but whatever. I have 4 stuff left on my board. Cultists can't get down to 4 stuff. They do want to advance their... They shouldn't have taken the workers down. They should have taken a priest, I think. Like, they're not going to build temple TP here, so... Oh, they're just building some dwellings. Okay. This should not allow nomads to advance their ship, so... Oh, does this let cultists compete for network with swarmlings? It doesn't, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm not that far behind cultists. They should be advancing their shipping here instead of building D8, but Maybe they'll advance their ship and cost themselves like a point or something. Or maybe they'll build D8 and cost themselves a point or something. I wouldn't mind that. My opponent making a mistake. No, they do advance their shipping, which is correct. So I do need to do this. Oh, of course they were going to advance their ship. They needed to score those points. Okay. So cultists will have 116 after the pass plus 24, 140. Nomads have 141, 143. And I will have like 12 plus 20, 32 points in the end game, not enough. Well played. I don't know about well played, Armsved. I appreciate the kind words, but this was really, really rough. I bid on engineers thinking that I wouldn't get spade blocked as like completely as I did, but I got spade blocked really badly, and like all game I got spade blocked. It's not my opponent's fault. Like they just did what they thought was best. So, oh well. I don't know. Maybe we tie with nomads or something. Yeah, nomads didn't get much of a cult presence, so that hurts their endgame scoring a bit. They only got 20 points in the endgame. And yeah, swarmlings just completely threw away their own game. Well, I mean, we did manage to tie for first somehow. Feels like we shouldn't have managed that, but cultists going for this town gave us just enough free leech to close these cults. I think that the late pivot to water 2 and air 1 was like probably a good read by us. And we stopped taking leech at just the right moment to manage not to like obliterate our own elo. So I guess that's good. Wow, we took a very long time. I think that I know that I spent some time thinking this game, but yeah, I mean, this wasn't like our worst effort. This was a very low scoring game overall, which I guess makes sense. It was like double dwellings and then TPs in the final round. We didn't get the spades that we wanted early, and that really, really hurt us. That we didn't get spades like at any point in the game, really. We had to take, wait, which one is us? Yeah, we had to take 3 single spades in order to like expand, which is pretty rough. We let nomads have all these coins actions because we never got greedy with coins. I know like one of like the good ideas in Terra Mystica is like get greedy, but unfortunately everyone grabbed all the double spades and took all the spades out of this game, and that really, really hurt us this game. The double spade lay fallow in the actually someone did wind up taking it in the final round. That was swarmlings later after they no longer needed it, but yeah, they're talking about how close this game was. Yeah, cultists were saying how they were half a leech away from getting another victory point, because this would have been 1 coin, which would have made it 3, which would have given them another point, but it still wasn't enough. But luckily we squeezed this one out like just barely by the skin of our teeth. So not a high scoring track. No one scored particularly well. We were the worst on it, but like not by a ton. Not the high, like, despite 3 of the passing tiles being in the game, this wasn't that high. Part of that was nomads or cultists blocking that tile early in the game. They blocked that ship VP tile early in the game, and then they didn't advance their shipping on it, which I thought was very iffy. If they advanced their shipping, they could have taken away nomads. Like, just to reiterate what I wanted cultists to do. I wanted cultists got to ship 2 in like round 4, and they could have taken A7 and B2 that round. But instead they chose to pass and block like this dwelling VP tile. But if they had 2 more dwellings up here, they were dwelling rounds, so that's 8 more points and 2 more workers that they could have had. And they just didn't take them. That was either at the end of round 3 or round 4. And then next round, nomads got a double spade, which took care of all the rest of their needs. Nomads got an incredible 30 points for making towns, so that's really cool. 4-town games are always awesome. Even if I have to be enraged at like how they actually managed to get that. I don't think swarmlings should have let them have all that leech / that convenient neighbor spot. Like, I guess they didn't get that much leech off of here, but like it was such a good neighbor spot for them because they were able to just build around it. Maybe not. I mean, this is surprising, but swarmlings did, like, this E4 was just an absurd amount of leech for nomads. This E5 was also an absurd amount of leech that they weren't, like, I don't think that they should have gotten it, right? Like, swarmlings are supposed to like play away from other people, and it reflects in their score. Even if they squeeze out this other town, like, they're still at like, you know, they're still far behind everyone else. And that's with me allowing them to have a pass tile in the final round. I don't have to give that to them. I could have taken the dwelling pass tile myself, but I chose a different line, obviously, where I fought like opponents who I thought needed to be fought more. So yeah, this game was mostly just Earth 1, Water 1, Air 1, right? I think I made 22 points worth of Earth 1, I made 6 points worth of Air 1, and I had these 3 guys out, so I had 15 points worth of Water 1. 43 points of favors is always going to like help a fair amount. And this is where I made up the gap against nomads who otherwise crushed me. And yeah, this here, I paid the most for leech. I just really needed this game. I don't know. Like, I guess in the end I did tie for first, but this game felt really bad. But I mean, I'm glad I escaped without bleeding elo, so that's all we can ask for. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for chatting. Sorry to be so negative. Hope to see you all soon. Maybe I'll stream another one right after this. We'll see.